Today we will be looking at my new wheelchair accessible vehicle, the all-new 2021 Chevrolet Traverse SUV. That's right, I traded in my van, which was a Dodge Grand Caravan, for this all-new SUV, and I want to go over all of its features, my experience having it so far. This video is a little bit late. I've had the car since May, but I think that's given me enough time to give you a good overview, show you the features, and most importantly, go over the pros and cons. I don't want to just sugarcoat everything, make it look like it's all easily luxurious for me. Like, I want to actually go over my experience having it so far and whether or not I would recommend it for you guys. Believe it or not, I genuinely care about my viewers, and before you go out and spend your hard-earned money, I want to give you an honest overview of my opinion on the vehicle, and I'm excited to share it with you. So the left side door opens up just like a regular car. It's not like the van where it slides on both sides. So this door opens and just shuts, but the other side was converted into sliding. So this remote, it's different than the van remote. The way you get the sliding door and the ramp to come out is that you just press the unlock button 3 times very fast, and then that's how you open it. It's not like the van where it had the button to open the back door. And right here you can see it's just the ramp coming out, and then I'm gonna take you inside also. So right there, I put a cover in the back seats because I have very messy dogs, and this button right here is to open the ramp. So is this one. Pretty much does the same thing, I think. Here is the easy lock, so it just locks my chair right into place. To release my chair, it's this button or this button right here. It did not already come with the easy lock. I actually had to drop off my chair at the dealership at Mobility Works, and they installed the easy lock onto the car and onto my chair so that I can use it. I have an M3 power chair, and for me, it's very spacious. I have enough room to roll in and adjust myself on the passenger side. The easy lock system allows my chair to stay in place even when I move the joystick, so it's much more safer to travel. And the easy lock buttons are right here. Either this red one to release it, or there's one over here to turn the sound off or to release me also. And so since this car was converted to being wheelchair accessible, there was some parts that were kind of awkward, like for example the armrest and the cup holder. So the cup holder was not attached to the console like how it was in my van. I'm not sure why at all it's designed that way. So this armrest is in the way. So if I want to put a drink here, I'm able to, but if I want to put a drink in the second one, it's in the way, and this is not adjustable. It's just set in one spot. So in order for me to be able to use this cup holder, I actually had to remove it. So the way I have it is like this. So you can see these little metal things right here, but it's just the best option so that I can fit 2 drinks if I want to. And I asked if I could have this drilled onto this plastic piece, but I was told that it just wouldn't be sturdy enough. So for now, this is just how I have it set up. This is what the inside of the door looks like. It does not look like the way the van looked because this door originally just opened and shut. So for it to slide, they added that moving piece. That's why it just looks different than the other door. And also what I noticed with this car is when I press the button to open the door and release the ramp, I have to wait until the ramp is completely all the way out before driving my chair back. Otherwise, it will glitch and it will not open. But for me, that's not really a big issue. This is just the trunk and where I keep the armrest that I don't use. Also, the back passenger side has USBs and the AC control, I think. It has 2 USBs, and my car has 2 sunroofs, one in the front, one in the back. So this is what the front looks like. So this is my favorite part of what I want to show you guys about my new car. I'm not sure if all new cars are this technologically advanced. I can't get in regular cars anymore, so I don't know, but I know that my car has this really cool feature with the cameras. So this vehicle has cameras surrounding the entire car pretty much, like side views, front view, back view, everywhere. So what it does is that it puts together this image from the sky looking down at the car. At first I thought it was a satellite, but I really don't think it is at all. So you see it's touchscreen. So the camera, what it does, I think it puts the view of all surrounding cameras all together at once, and it puts an image in the center, which is the image of what the vehicle looks like from the sky, and it places it in the center of view of what your surrounding area is, and you can choose what view you want to see from. You can see right there, I think that's from the view looking at the ground. From the seat, from the bird's eye view, back view, front. You can just select almost any view, like side view, back view. And when you put it in reverse, or when you're about to pull out of a parking space, it shows you your surrounding areas, which is pretty cool. It can show you how close you are, like next to like a pole, so that you don't hit it. And it also beeps if there's something surrounding you really close. It's just really cool. I think it makes driving and parking so much easier. I tried to record as much as I could for you guys so that you guys can get an idea of what it looks like. Here's me, my caregiver, driving out of the driveway. But once I got into the main road, it turned off. But you guys get it. Like, this is basically an idea of what it looks like. So for video, that's all I have recorded to show you. I didn't really record anything else. I think I pretty much covered what the inside and outside of the car looks like for the most part. So I kind of want to also mention that my previous van was, I think, a 2017 Dodge Grand Caravan. So the way this new car feels on the road, it feels so smooth compared to the van. The van wasn't even that old, but it was kind of bumpy. Not that bumpy, but you could still feel it. This car, it just feels so smooth on the road. With the van, I noticed my body would get kind of stiff trying to keep myself in place. I wouldn't like taking naps on that van, but with this car, I actually look forward to long drives. It just feels so much better just riding in this SUV and connecting the Bluetooth to my music. It's just, you don't really feel the bumps on the road, and it's not that loud. It's just, I really do love that about the car, honestly. I can't stress that enough. 100% I love that. But I also want to mention some of the stuff that I've gone through while having this car. And basically what it is that this vehicle wasn't meant to be a wheelchair accessible car. It was converted by Braun Ability, and they do have, it does have some glitches. I have come across some bugs, and even though it's a new car, within the first few weeks of me having it, the AC broke. And the reason why is because the wiring from the conversion interfered with the AC. I can't really explain the reason behind it. The mechanics can, but it did mess with my AC, and I did have to have that repaired at the Chevrolet dealership, but it was under warranty, so I did not pay for it. Shortly after that happened, the door would not open by itself. Like, you saw the way that the door was converted. Like, it does have a lot of moving pieces, and so what happened was that it didn't want to open on its own when I pressed the remote or when I pressed one of the buttons from the inside. So whoever was driving me around had to physically like just pull the door open. And I took it to Mobility Works and they fixed it for me. They ordered some missing parts, not missing parts, but some replacement parts in order for it to work. And that only took a couple of days, so Mobility Works did take care of that for me. And also another thing that happened after that was that I had problems with my AC again. And so again, Mobility Works did take care of it. Them and Braun Ability. Braun Ability actually gave me a rental vehicle while they were working on my car. So I was not left without a car. They gave me a van for a couple weeks, I think. And they ran over some tests, fixed it up again. And for the door also, in order so that I won't have any more problems, they did do some additional stuff to that. And I haven't even had the car long and I've already had those 3 issues. I've had it since May, but the past few weeks it's been doing great. Aside from that, I do love the car, but do I honestly recommend it 100%? Unfortunately, no, I do not. If you are somebody that relies heavily on the car to get to and from work every single day, I do not recommend it, just because since it is new, since it is a brand new conversion on a new car, they're just dealing with a lot of bugs compared to the van. The van, since it already comes with the sliding doors, you know, you're not gonna really have that issue that I had. But I can't really say on behalf of other people who have had the same car. I'm just talking on my own experience. But aside from that, I do like the car, honestly. I just don't recommend it 100%. But luckily, I haven't had any other issues since then, and it's been working fine. A few last things I want to say is that the color of the vehicle is color graphite. It's like a dark gray. It kind of has like a dark green tint to it. The people who have driven the car for me say that they like it better than the van. Absolutely, it just feels much better driving this. And other than that, no other complaints. So last but not least, I want to mention one very important thing. In the beginning of the video, I said that I traded in my van for this car, but that was not the only way I was able to get the car. In fact, if it was not for the Semper Fi fund, I would not have this car at all right now. It would not have been possible without their help. The Semper Fi fund, I reached out to them and they were able to help with the rest of the cost of the car, and I am forever very grateful. I truly appreciate it so much. I can't stress enough how thankful I am for the Semper Fi fund. Without them, I would not be this happy, and I'm just very glad that they were able to help me out. Again, thank you so much to the Semper Fi fund. And that's all I have for you today. So if you have any questions, just let me know down in the comments and I'll try to get back to you. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.